Ew. So turn around and sing for me. All your problems are caused by you. It's all your fault. YouTube, man. Back with another one. Today, Love Sam. I don't know nothing about it. I just saw it on TikTok. And I said, let's check it out, bro. Don't know nothing about it. Looks like we just jumped straight into it, too. No cutscene or nothing. Okay, I guess we're gonna see. No cutscene, just straight in. Just like the intro. My dirty little secrets. Can't open it. I don't know what this game about, bro. I literally just saw TikTok saying like horror games to play, or like just games to play. I was like, why not? Don't know what the objective is. Don't even know what it's about. Don't even know it's gonna be post worthy. We just here, bro. That's how we do it. We just see a game, we play it, bro. You know? Definitely yapping. I got no reflection. It's cool. God. Let's see. What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here? Am I supposed to leave? I got no clothes, bro. Alright, maybe I'm supposed to read the Dirty Little Secrets. Okay. Progress. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. Did not come and knock on the door. They did not. How do I do next page? Do I gotta write the next story? Am I supposed to play this with a keyboard? I'm supposed to look over there, that's why. Okay. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, over dramatic much. Knowing Brian Comer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. So that's Brian Comer right there. So I must be a girl, huh? Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. Okay? 3 years? No. 3 years have passed, and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? B left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I can only rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if it was the same for him too. I wonder. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I love B. He was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Damn. So probably not then. It's been 3 years, so it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him a little too much credit? So here comes the big question. Okay, big question. Will he remember me? Ouija board, yes or no? Circle your answer? Nah, he ain't gonna remember. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, honestly, yeah, nah. Who am I kidding? Like any of it matters now. Brian is a great guy and all, but after all this time, I can't be sure of anything. I just hope our time together is meaningful enough to him, enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. It used to be my favorite place, naturally because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rose and Pete, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Comer. Joe's Diner Burger Pancake, 5-star, Brian Comer. Things were so much easier back then. B would just go, hey, and I'd be like, hi. Nothing but hanging out after that, with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Will he remember my voice? Will he say hey to me again? Did time really ruin our moments? What the fuck? Unknown. Yo, what's going on? Hello? My phone has low battery, bro. You gotta say something. Prank call. Fuck it. I just want to say hello every time I called him. But what I want to do and can do are two different things. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too, in a way though. Hey, he was so eager to know who was calling him in the middle of the night. Hi. I wish I could sneak into people's windows, people's minds, look beyond their eyes just by staring. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. Yeah, how about we close that? Can we lock it too? Okay. Okay. August 21st, 2006. That as a debut fit, I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of new high school and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Way Right Academy. I spent the last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm a candy handed out by strangers. Wow, it's crazy. The package seems fine, but there's something fishy in it. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Way Right even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rose and Pete, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempt to socialize people who call me a city girl. Well, screw you too, hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys will leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can help keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later. Diary, my one and truly only fan. My only truly friend. Jeez, love save. What is that? Will be remembered the moment he came into my life. For me, it is as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. Splat. Yeah, life in Rosa Peak was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wait, what? Why did nevertheless flash like that? Wrote a poem in B's memory. he used to struggle with the Miss Lazley's poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lazley always told us poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Who this? Love Sam, truly in an abyss. Okay, we ain't got nobody outside. Let me see. Nobody's there. Stacy is a classic. Oh, August 22nd, 2006. Stacy is a classic. FYI, she's the one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view, triggered an obvious backbite. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. Rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. My fault. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wayrite. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I really feel guilty for leaving her alone. Even if it's Dad's fault for our family is torn apart. Even if it's Dad's fault our family is torn apart like this. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get your shit together. If not for you, for Mom. Okay? The door's open. Yep, the door's open. Hold on, bro. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob. But B's door was always closed, shut, and so beautifully I thought I said pointed. So beautifully painted. Whoops. Go back. Everyone liked him, but couldn't get him to open up. I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint. Something behind his bright smile. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me. Enough to make me want to never leave his side ever. Mind y'all, my headset is on. This is loud as hell. And it just got so quiet. Mind y'all. Hey? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Leave, bro. Just leave. Gotta check the whole house. Use whatever light source you can get. They just took my light source. Can barely see, bruh. August 26, 2006, my first Rosen Peak weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery horror game. Oh, as a mystery / horror genre. What? I can't read, bro. Lush forest, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit to the lake one. Yeah, I could pay a visit to the lake one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just gonna leave those POI on my to-do list, which is already filled with crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite will try their best to get as far away from the school as possible after class. Look, I'm trying to read fast because it's a lot to read. You feel me? And I want y'all to know the story too. To escape from choking on the pleasure that teachers give them, even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of public transportation to get to the more crowded parts of town. Whoops! Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of it. What's up there? Yeah, right here. Yep, crowded parts of town. It does feel too quiet when no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of a demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. So, I wonder how I should spend this afternoon. Write you later, love Sam. This is interesting. B was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but at least he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. Okay. B was the best quarterback Wayrite could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggered something tingly within me. Alright, this is getting a little freaky, bro. Something that made me want to catch him. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache, a good kind of bad headache. I wanted to stop. I wanted it to never stop. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me that hey, all those headaches were washed away. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Hi. Take the pain and take away the pain and let only the good things stay. Hey. Hey there. Why is it so dark though? Low battery. Take away the pain and let the good things. Take away the pain and let the good things stay. Oh, hi. August 31st, 2006. For a boarding school, Wayrite intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visited the library for Miss Lazy's book assignment today, and two things surprised me. One, the place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in here. Two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library, maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the book showed a little sign of human touch. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking a book. With her admiring boyfriend, Kyle's tattoo all day, I doubt she has spare time to do all that. Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously, according to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy Brian. Oh, Brian was it? So yeah, right. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. Facts. Don't worry about them. Open those eyes, no need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes utter. Ew. So turn around and sing for me. You want me to sing for you? You want me to sing for you? Alright, I'll sing for you. Oh my god, I was about to sing, bro. You didn't give me no time, bro. You didn't give me no time to sing. Come on, bro. This bullshit, I gotta clean up. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That was scary. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Turning around and seeing her peeking around the corner like that, that was scary. I wouldn't lie to y'all. I miss him. Even when I'm with him, I see him even when he is not looking. September 4th, 2006. Visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend Bud wandering around in the library in uncanny. Oh, I see. I'm reading too fast, bro. It's uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Lazley's assignment. I almost got too close to him, trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than the creepy one. What was me? Hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write to you later. Love, Sam. I miss him even when I'm with him. I see him even when he's not looking. And one day, he'll start looking for me too. Only to realize I was with him the whole time, like a boogeyman under a sleeping child's bed. Hello? Hello? How do I move my bed away? Oh, the stick. The stick. September 7th, 2006. It was Mr. Kane's ninth psychology cat. September 7th, 2006. It was Mr. Kane's ninth psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time, he gave each of us a mask and made us express our personalities by drawing on it. Oh my god. Again, this was a psychology class. The last thing I want to do right now is open up to others. So for the next 30 cringy minutes, I managed to create one of the most basic personality masks one can imagine. If my mask were a cover letter, it would start with "I'm a people person." But it's not the dumb exercise that's bugging me right now. When the masks were being passed around, Brian, yep, him again, kind of smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of the class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain probs wanted an excuse for screwing up my probs just threw me off. Stupid brain probs wanted an excuse for screwing up today's math test. Okay, get out of my brain. Yo, get out of my bed. Forget the brain, bro. Get out of my bed. What the hell? What will be remember me as? A friend? A weirdo? A liar? After all, he didn't really know me. Like, really know me. No one did. Wait, so is Brian Comer someone that she didn't even really talk to? Like, hold on. I'm trying to put this together a little bit. So far, it seems like she had a crush. It don't seem like they was together yet. And it seems like maybe they didn't have interactions like that, but we about to see. I had to put on so many masks just to survive high school. The me, oops, the me that B knew was just layers on layers of fabricated image. I could never take them off. I couldn't let anyone see how vulnerable I was. I would have been eaten alive. I would have been eaten alive. Worse, B would have left me completely. Even when the fragile layers were off, I couldn't take them off. So that's all I did. Cover up the holes before anyone could peek through. Cover them up. Don't let them see my face. Find the lies. Yo, in my headset, the whispers move from ear to ear. Cool. Grab the lies. Royal. Cool. Royal. Passionate. Cool, royal, and passionate lies. Ah! That was scary. I found the lies. Oh, did I run out of time? Oh, I'm on a timer. I didn't know I was on a timer. I thought the music was just increasing for like... Oh my god. I thought the music was just increasing for like the immersive effect. I didn't know it was a timer. September 11th, 2006. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I didn't know the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time too, to get the stupid assignment out of the way so I could focus on my games. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read. And since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember saying is, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started. Because boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh god. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went. But I'm certain he said, see you later at some point. And I said, yeah, see ya. Misery. Real nice, Sam. Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. What I did for B. All of them because I loved them. Why couldn't he just understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But B didn't even appreciate the things that I've done for him. Damn. I never wanted drama. I wanted a poem like life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one gets it, as long as B does. I hope B remembers our own little world, even if he forgot about it. I made him a map so he could find his way back. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. Let's go back to our small world where all your favorite places are forever etched in my heart. Go back. So we got, is that a bathroom? Food? A park? The gym? Hair? music, Pokemon, of course, Pokemon, and caves. Wait, hold on, wait, go back real quick. Ah, dang it. September 16, 2006. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I went there. I went there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere again. He said, hey, and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered to give me a tour of the town. 10 minutes later, we're passing Joe's Diner, home of the world's famous pancakes, says Brian. There was also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must. Oh, so that was a donut. That wasn't Pokemon. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place to unlike. What? Oh, that was go-to place too. Unlike the music store, which according to him seriously needs a restart. I found my own POI, a bookstore. It was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste that sweet pancake Brian worship. Out the window, I could see the weird, gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that he had a secret base of some kind there. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted, but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? I get that. So am I looking for another heart then? Ooh. Maybe that's gonna be important for later. A hiding spot. Damn, that mirror sound creepy as hell to open up. Wonder why that one's locked. Whoops. Okay. So this one goes here. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, I'm supposed to place the hearts on the place he likes. The donuts, obviously. The pancakes, obviously. And the cave. Okay. I miss Morning Dew Donut Shop. B never shut up about this. About his donuts. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmthness. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need it. I need to eat it up. Pause. Pause. I miss its warmth. Yo. Overheated it. Do y'all think she's crazy? September 25th, 2006. The Golems just obliterated the Hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too if only Kyle wasn't an assload of a douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Call me old fashioned, but I think he should go to the hospital and get that ego checked out, cause it must be swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him. But Brian, they do say we sometimes become friends with those who are at the opposite ends. So maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt. The rising teenage stalker. Okay, she's joking, right? She's joking, right? Bringing the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. Sigh. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama, but when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, I feel like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on and just shove it under my bed, just like the pictures I took today. Okay, we're not going to get those? Okay. I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him just so we could chat, but I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say hello. That was as far as our late night phone call, chit chat could go. I hung up wondering if he knew who it was on the other end of the line. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him, the red fiery sensation. Okay, so she is a weirdo because she has his number, calls him and doesn't say anything, just has him sitting there saying hello, and she enjoys that. That's weird. That's very weird. Red. So fucking red. Red everywhere. Sam and Brian. Yeah, she's kind of crazy. Finish what you started? Sam and Brian. You see the S and the B? What if she killed him? What if she's so crazy she killed him? I'm doing it with a controller, bro. Chill. Alright. Alright, let me try with the mouse. Hold on. Y'all see how good I did that, bro? That was me. That's all me right there. Yeah, she's crazy. This girl crazy, bro. Y'all gotta watch out for girls like this, bro. This girl's actually crazy. Am I missing something? Okay, we got another one right there. Back to the mouse. Fuck. Look at that. I did that right there. That's all me. Oh, you see that person out there? Oh, where'd she go? You see, I did that though. What the hell? Oh, we're outside now. Oh, we outside now. Going to check out this cave, right? Going to check out the mountains. Yeah. Going for a nice little walk in the park. Going for a walk in the park in the dark. Yeah. And the yeah. Going for a walk in the park in the dark. No chalk. Oh shit. Sam, meet me at the Colton Hill. Meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me, Brian. What the fuck? Y'all don't understand. The headphones make it so much louder. Like, I low-key almost turned around in real life. Like, it sounded like somebody was actually running up behind me, bro. September 28, 2006. Due date for Miss Lazy's book report is right around the corner, and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally, I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason, I thought, hey, why not? The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's because of all those girls around him, so she starts making a list of all the basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works, and I gladly agreed to it. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices so he can bring trophies to our beloved school, it becomes safe to say I'm taking part in a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for a personal reason, right? I don't know, bro. I wanted so bad to be close to Brian. So close, I could peep into his beautiful head. So close, I can peep into his beautiful head. So close, I can just lean into him and tell him my deepest desires. You. So close that I can whisper, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others, don't look away. I'm looking away. Fuck you mean? Don't look away. Crazy? Don't look away. 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 No! Ah, don't look away. I didn't look away. Oh, fuck, I looked away. I'm still gonna look away, bro. I gotta know what's going on behind me. Okay, what you talking about? October 6, 2006. Stacy invited everyone to the last post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. I prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sort of rude of me not to be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike a conversation with Brian. And Omega hanging out with an alpha? Don't ever make me say that again. Kyle would be busy Kyle would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I mess up her ecosystem. No peer pressure. Sam, just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew but simply didn't care. Okay, hold on. Did he even know I was looking? Oh my god, hold up. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much. But what's the point? When the stench is still there. Okay, I could have read that better, but fuck it. I started to think the only way to get the bee's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. No matter what happens next, it would at least give me some sort of closure and peace. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. They made me want to puke. They smiled as if their own relationships with Brian mean anything, and yet I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rose and Pete. B was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college submission like a spotless student record. He can't just shake up my whole head and leave. Hey, bruh. Oh, she's going crazy. She's actually going crazy, bro. October 7th, 2006. Oh man, everything's gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me, "You feeling okay?" No, I was not okay. And why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy, happy, and cute. His words, not mine. Real quick. I was so close to being the center of the party that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You reached a new low in life. Shit, is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said, maybe now's a good time to show you my secret hideout. Since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. Is he seriously going to take me to his Colton Hill hideout? Tomorrow, I'm going to the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head that's keeping me awake, and it's not a hangover. We're getting closer. Oh my god. Suicide? Suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life. Police says Sam Holt, a transfer student of Wainwright Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain, around the time of her death, the investigation on Miss Holt's death faced a few challenges. However, interviews with school, faculty members, and its students led to the possibility that she threw herself off of the cliff of Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as the tipping point for her. Rosen Peak police says the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wainwright Academy now faces suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother of Miss Holt. Yeah, that's tragic. I supposed to look at the door? Okay. I'm outside at the park after dark, going for a walk. Damn. This is sad, bro. So was it not suicide? October 8th, 2006. Oh my god, Brian actually took me to Cohen Hill. The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town, the whole place, under the golden sunset. The best part of this spot was that it was quiet. It was quite hidden and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you are careless or drunk, and no one could find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peak is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can get fed up with the views like this though. Oh, I guess you can get it with the view. I guess you can get fed up with views like this too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear. My life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Brian's secret hideout, a closed Colton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. All of life's problems. Stomping on my back, Colton Hill, our sanctuary. I think he pushed her off, bro. I wish it could be our special place, ours and ours only. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave after I told him we won't be together anymore. Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Park and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. You don't deserve a face. October 10th, 2006. The book report was finished days ago. Hope you remember how to take pictures. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mingled. Mostly because my stupid brain thinks I'm sorta like the main character, Jenny. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes on this jealousy-fueled sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context, but it's actually kinda cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael, popular, has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because all of the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's too busy. He's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I can tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rosen Park as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drowned in my own endless nightmare. Don't leave me. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie, whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece. No matter how hard I try to. Oh God, I hear them again. Oh, I should have read it. It said, "Are you in a healthy relationship?" Something about taking a survey. One must take as much as one gives. Obsession is a stronger form of love. No one can have what you can't. B never loved you. Oh, damn. Because you are a selfish little shit. All your problems are caused by you. It's all your fault. Results are in. It looks like you still have your eyes closed shut. Then keep them shut. How long will you last this time? Yo! It's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack in my heart. October 13th, 2006. Miss Lazy gave us an easy poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of the classics as long as we stick to the ABCB rhyme. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination go to ABC berserk. Here is a slight taste of my early work. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. And guess what? He said he could handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth and uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy though, if you know what I mean. Damn! Whoa! I even saw one of the girls using the notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. I've decided to ignore it. I decided not to ignore this hunch. And it's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack on my heart, and it's getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. I see more and more eyes staring at me through the gap. When I ran out of places to run, I had only one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark, and I must look for them in the dark. ABCB. I cherish your smile. They keep me so warm. I cherish your smile. They keep me so warm. I idolize your gaze. Okay, so she's actually stalking him now. I cherish your smile. They keep me so warm. I idolize your glaze. We need one more. Type shit. Why haven't I checked yet? What am I missing? Kitchen, bed, bathroom. It's gotta be with the closet, right? Oh, you know what I realized? All these pictures aren't even him looking at her. I just realized that. All the pictures aren't even him looking at her. I feel like the last one would be the window, right? Or the front door. Yeah, I was about to look for a hint. I'm supposed to take a picture of, bruh. I found it somehow. It was on the ceiling, I think. I don't even know how I did that. I indulge in your glaze. I cherish your smile. They keep me so warm. Like endless rays? No, 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 no. I cherish your smile. I indulge in your gaze. Hold on, wait. I cherish your smile. Hold on. I cherish your smile. I indulge in your gaze. They keep me so warm, like endless sun rays. October 20th, 2006, with Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say, the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because the test is over. It's not like I'm burdened with helping them out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going on to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle who always find excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you are a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him, no matter how nice a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need conversation to know what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is freaking Stacy Landings. The stare he gives me when he passes by is enough to creep me out for the whole day. It would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive. Jeez. Have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. Part 2. I feel like I'm gonna flash and get jump scared, bro. Looks like we're closing out soon. Is she even alive? Oh, wow. Yo, what's going on? Yo. Alright, I'm about to block your number, bro. You can make all these clicker noises. I'm about to block your number. I'm in the back rooms. Greenheart College. Discover your potential with our early admission program. We are waiting for anyone who is ready to take the next step. Apply now. What the fuck you smiling at? Yeah, what the fuck you smiling at, huh? Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck is you smiling at? What the fuck you smiling at? What the fuck? You know what that shit made me think of, bro? That shit made me think of the annoying orange. Oh, is that supposed to run? What is the purpose of this segment? Don't pussy out. This is for B. Careful. Press it. Do it. That's when she got that picture right there. Bro, what is this shit, bro? Like, this shit's not even scary. Just can't see shit. Whoa. Oh, oh my God. Damn, the house is getting moldy, more dishes and shit. Needles too, bruh. October 23rd, 2006. There was a consulting session for Greenheart College student programs at the gym today. I've seen It's posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give it a visit and spend my precious after school time reading brochures. And once again, just like the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early decision program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran from my room, jumped into my bed, and out of nowhere, tears started to drop. I bet it was because of those stupid hearts. Yep, I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls too. At first, I thought whoever drew them must be very insecure about the relationship. But the truth is that I wish I had a relationship to be insecure about too. Deep down, I know I want my own hearts on the walls too. But seeing Brian at the college booth felt like finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rose and Pete, but with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully, I'll be up next week. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night, my lifeless room, endless nightmare. My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for. Not even false hope to look forward to this time. Long time ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change. But every day was still just like every day. He was still a school star, I was still just his friend. When you live in Rosa Peace, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, it could ruin B and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed when my whole life burned. I kept telling myself maybe after graduation I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. I'll call myself a coward. But I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid crawled up in bed. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really a victim of all this? Who is here to judge me anyway? It's all over. Everyone left me. So I don't feel like I'm being chased. Like someone's always watching me. Like someone's always trying to judge me. Stacy. How did the invite go? Is she in or not? Oh, she's coming. Dogs like her can't say no to parties like this. Sweet. Time to give her the drama she wants so bad. It's because of her, the moment she came to our lives, what little I had to enjoy started to crumble. November 2nd, 2006. I know I used half of this diary, writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. It wasn't even past the first class when I saw her arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She stuttered toward me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Whoa, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I really saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting weird too, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looks somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what's wrong, but he cut me short as if I called him last night again. Oh, he cut me short asking if I called him last night again. I gave him a blank face to Brian said never mind and walked away. What was that about? What did he mean again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is something I've dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell is going on? It's because of her. The moment she come into our lives, what little I had to enjoy started to crumble. Only bad changes happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That was all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to everyone else. But then I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could tell what was going on. He was making her smile. It was another smile taunting my feelings for B. No one could ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment. Oops. There's a lot of reading going on. Kind of getting tedious. A change was happening, and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either, and she could never stand letting an easy social prey slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took pictures of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. Her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted and childish gang. The diary had no special meaning to me, not until I read the part about how Brian took the cunt on a fucking tour of the town. He had no interest in girls whatsoever, and suddenly, now he's hanging out with an outsider. At that moment, I got tired of doing nothing. I knew I had to do something, so I gave Stacy an idea. It was going to be an easy spike. Her drink, get her wasted, humiliate the shit out of the city girl in front of everyone. Only then she would know her place. It could have been so simple, only if B didn't get in the way. Bummer. I was hoping he'd do nasty stuff to her drunk ass. Still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Well, bitches like Sam does tend to make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad in her diary, but she has some nasty dad. Bet she has some nasty daddy issues too. I know. How about show everyone how needy a bitch could be? Sounds fun, but how? Leave it to me, just reading her diary once in a while. I'm on a timer again. This can't be happening. No, 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 no. November 6th. What the fuck is going on? I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking again. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. For a few seconds, my brain was cut off from whatever was happening. When I finally looked down, there was dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures, they looked at me, then at the pictures. Brian was here too. The face he gave me, the face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him, say something, anything to him, but the floor started spinning and people started whispering like they knew what was going on. The air so began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran. Off to class. Of course, Stacy must have something to do with this. I looked for her, but she's nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was about nothing but avoiding eye contact with everyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my texts. There's no one to talk to. So pictures that she took of Brian ended up being exposed to everybody. Now he's not even talking to her. B kept saying nothing was going on between them. Lies, but I wasn't about to believe everything was just fine. How could you lie? Lies. In my eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. She wanted drama she didn't deserve. She deserves shit. She doesn't get to barge and start stealing the life I've always dreamed of. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into the secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about the little trip to Cotton Hill. It was our hideout since last year of high school, and her presence turned into fucking nothing. How could B do this to us? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. I just kept reading, discussing what she wrote in the diary. At the same time, I felt something, a reminder of how I felt when I felt for B. How I felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow never helped with making the feelings go away. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? I think she knows I'm sticking it to her room. I can't find it anywhere. Hey, do you think you're obsessed with breaking them up? So this is between Stacy and Kyle. You're bailing me out now? Forget it. You're bailing on me now? Forget it. Please, babe. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. So forget it. So tired. November 7th. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors are true. Rumors that I've been leaving heart drawings all over the school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters in the fucking heart spelled SMB. And what? Just because the initials are SMB, suddenly every name that starts with them are either Sam or Brian. I guess what even crazier words are on the streets. Sam Holt, the daughter of a sex offender, craves forbidden love. Wow. How on earth did Stacy find out about that? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words to describe this fucked up situation. I can't believe I have to go through this again, so far from home and so soon. Brian, please say something. I kept recording, discussing words. At the same time, I felt something as a matter of being terribly wrong. Okay, we read that already. Then I remembered she wrote something about her dad. It must have been something to do with her existence in my life. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt arrested for sexually assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was fill in the rest of the story. Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night. Silently listens to his voice. Gina Hansen, how did Sam's dad even get married? He likes little girls, doesn't he? Maybe Sam's mom used to be the pervert's victim. Sam Holt takes Brian's pictures and keeps them hidden in her locker. This is all that Sam girl sub boss. Everyone's talking about her pervy dad is still showing up to class. Respect. Sam Holt draws hearts all over schools. Hers. How could Sam Holt not kill herself? If my dad were on the news for touching teens, that's bye-bye world for me, lol. A needy, seedy girl with a huge hole to fill, a hole left by her sweet old daddy. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It wasn't easy. I almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom. But I kept going. Every picture I took was a confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. When enough suspension piled up on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see this spectacular unfold when it happened. It was over. The things were about to turn back to normal, and then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. Hide, coward. Yeah, let me hide then. Let me hide. Yep, let me hide. I'm good. So what I'm getting from it is Stacy was upset that Brian and Sam were getting along. So Stacy was framing Sam, making Brian disgusted in her and Sam go crazy. And obviously Stacy liked that, right? Stacy was doing everything to fuck up Sam's reputation and shit. Maybe he'll be able to live again. So Stacy just ruined everything. Sam probably went crazy and then killed herself. Maybe you can run forever. Open. JK, you're gonna die. I'm done watching you get away with shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out what's going on? I know you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her. Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part about you drawing those retarded hearts all over school. Hope you enjoy your happy life, that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at the college poster. What, did you like the girl on the poster too? Is it why you stole her face off? You need help, and don't bother calling me, Stacy. I was wrong. That was Kyle texting Stacy. That's why it says Stacy's name on the top of the messages. So Kyle was using Stacy to frame Sam to fuck up what Sam and Brian had going on so that Kyle could fuck with Sam instead. Am I really in Kyle's room? Am I Kyle this whole time? So this whole time I'm Kyle. And Kyle is obsessed with Sam. But because Sam and Brian were getting along and he's with Stacy, he wanted to use Stacy to fuck up Sam and Brian's relationship so he could get with Sam. And then Brian ends up pushing her off the cliff. Let me find out, bro. Let me find out. Please, man. Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. It's meaningless. It's a meaningless prank. That's all. Please, B, don't do this. Text me back, please. The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me. He can never understand what I did for him. Typical, so fucking typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. This time, someone had to pay for it. Kyle and Sam. Kyle, Sam. Wait, I didn't read it. Oh, and this isn't even Brian, bro. This is Kyle writing to Sam using Brian's name as social go. Oh my god, this is crazy. This is crazy. So this is all Kyle's room. The needles is crazy. So maybe he was juicing himself. Yep, so Kyle gives Sam the letter acting like it's Brian, but it's not really Brian, it's really Kyle. Okay. And then Kyle's gonna push her off of the cliff. Okay, we got a little chase scene. She's reading it. Okay. No. So maybe Sam wasn't even that kind of person at all, like the depressing shit. Like she wasn't even like that at all. That was all framed so that he could get away with this, huh? Kyle, what are you doing here? You just can't stay away from him, can you? You know you don't deserve him. I don't know what you're talking about. Our lives are ruined because of you. Hey, don't. Damn. Is he gonna try to get her purse because of the letters in there? You see her body down there? Did he run her over? He didn't run her over. Damn. Sam's property. Keep out. October 13th to the. Oh, okay. It's going through everything. It was an accident. I never meant to kill her. Or maybe I did. Did I? But does it matter now? Did any of what I did matter? I left the team soon after what happened at Colton. After that, the school. From what I've heard, Brian easily got accepted to the college. He left town right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with a notable school record worked like a charm. So, really, Kyle is jealous of Brian. That's what it is, huh? He's been growing. The idea of leaving Rosen Peak since his mom died, living alone with his obnoxious dad didn't help much with being attached to his hometown. He kept his plan mostly a secret. He hated the attention he was getting. As a star who lost his mom, if people found out his plan, they will surely be talking about it too. But did he hint about leaving? And I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of my impending doom. They were all saying, haha, see? You're gonna die alone here. Maybe I knew. I knew that B took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature, and it quickly devoured my mind. Soon, anger took control of me, and I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed. It still haunts me in my sleep, and every time I open my eyes, it just gets worse. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted with the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles into my body so I can forget about my past and okay, so it's not juicing, it's definitely dog food. He's injecting the dog food into his veins. Forget about my past for a few fucking minutes. It's just like that story Miss Lazy once told us about, the shortest horror story in the world. The last man on earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on my door. There's someone knocking on the door. Okay, ready? Hold on. The last man on earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I can't keep the door locked. No one comes in, no one goes out. I'm so tired. I just want it to end. Let's just wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary? The one I've been keeping to remind myself how I'm the victim of everything that's happened. I don't know what I would do without it. What would keep me from going insane? So here comes the big question. Should I keep it? I think he should keep it. Because I don't want him to burn it, bro. I want people to know what happened. Fuck it. I'm not giving up the only thing that's left for me. Nothing's my fault. I'm not letting go of anything ever again. Just turn off the lights, go to bed, maybe everything will be better tomorrow. The room's clean now. No reflection still. I think he's in a state of limbo. Damn. That's crazy, bro.